SMT Nation, we back. Nation, today we're going to answer the question, should AT&T and or Verizon or any other entity fight T-Mobile's attempt to buy US Cellular? Should they oppose it? Should they offer resistance? Let's discuss that here in today's video. A link for the article from cbrsnews.com. I'll provide that link in the description. Ways to support us can be found there as well. Please do like and share this video. Subscribe if you're new here and turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload from the SMT. All right, folks. So this is a $4.4 billion transaction expected to close mid-2025. Obviously, there will be some regulation. The FCC is involved. I'm not sure how many other trade commissions might get involved as well. Possibly the DOJ. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if it's big enough. It's a small regional provider in US Cellular relative to the size of T-Mobile and other carriers. But in my estimation, I think it's going to get approved. A $60 million breakup fee is more of a technicality. But, you know, looking at the trends, I don't think it gets terminated, blocked, or anything like that. But should it be? Or could it be? All right, let's start first with T-Mobile's competitors. The main two competitors they have are AT&T and Verizon, who have acquired regional providers in the past, many of them. Both AT&T and Verizon, think Alltel, think Suncom, like all these regional providers. Iowa Wireless for T-Mobile. I mean, that's just what it is. Eventually, regional providers end up selling, getting out of the business, cutting losses. You know, it's a dead end for these guys. You can't scale a national network. You can't really compete against the big guys, right? Assets are expensive. Tower operations are costly. You know, it's tough. Anyways, the deal itself, T-Mobile gets access to tower sites. They get access to more bandwidth to make their network faster, better, more contiguous, more efficient. They get the customers from US Cellular, all those types of things. All right, let's start with AT&T. Should AT&T attempt to block this? Short answer is yes, they should. They had good outcomes when they opposed, you know, the T-Mobile situation and ended up getting spectrum and bandwidth from T-Mobile in Hawaii. If I'm AT&T, I'm doing more of that. I mean, if we're just talking about competitive forces here, again, I don't even like AT&T. Hell, I hate all the carriers. They all suck, and they can all go to hell. Right? I'm a consumer advocate. You guys know how I roll. But what I'm looking at here is AT&T got a good outcome last time they, you know, politicked their way into some spectrum. I think they should do it again. They should absolutely fight this. Keep in mind that AT&T probably is, I would say, has the biggest network natively in places where US Cellular exists. I think recently with the Band 14 FirstNet situation, I think it probably put them ahead in more of like the Midwest areas where, you know, US Cellular typically, you know, has their native network. So it makes sense for them to just fight this, remain like the dominant player. They also have like wireline, right? Home to fiber to home, DSL. They have wireline to premise, right, to people's homes. So, you know, they should probably fight this. Should Verizon fight this? Absolutely. Verizon should as well. And I think together, actually, if they both were to oppose this, I think they actually get somewhere. And the reason why I think Verizon should is because they never have. They never have fought anything. Neither AT&T nor Verizon said anything to the Sprint merger. Not to say that this is to the same scale, not even close. But you get what I'm saying? Like, Verizon never says anything and they never do anything, and they're watching their competitors get stronger in both AT&T and T-Mobile. So I think it's about time they did something to defend their position as having the most wireless subscribers, having the dominant network in the country. You know, if that's how they still feel about that, you're watching your competitors get stronger and you're doing nothing about it. Keep in mind, I mean, T-Mobile fought everything every time, every year under John Legere and under Mike Sievert. So nobody has told T-Mobile to stop. Nobody has told T-Mobile no. They continue to get away with everything. They continue to win, and they should continue to try. You know, if nobody's stopping you, yes, T-Mobile, go. Do whatever you can to put your business in a position to win and succeed, making you stronger and competing with the others. So if I'm T-Mobile, yes, pedal to the metal, move forward with everything you can get. Think from the excess and greed mindset. You know, if you can get away with it, do it. But the same thing goes for AT&T and Verizon. They should be fighting this and opposing this. Why do they why should they sit on the sidelines and let things play out easily? They shouldn't. If this is a competitive, if this is a competitive marketplace, they should compete in all ways. They should compete for customers. They should compete for spectrum. They should compete for everything, including mergers and acquisitions. This is not something they can afford to stand by and just let T-Mobile continue to dominate in these types of deals. That's my take. That's what I think they should do. The answer is yes. They should oppose it. They should fight it. If they got the dog in them and they want to fight. Now, if they stand back and watch and let it happen and then they end up getting passed up by T-Mobile, 5-10 years from now, well, then shame on them, right? It was on you. You decided to let it play out the way you did. You weren't active. You were passive. And the joke's on you. Ha ha! What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. How should the T-Mobile US Cellular transaction be viewed from AT&T and Verizon's position? Well, the voice of the people, the SMT Nation, let your voice be heard.